Hello everyone, this is your Unified Ascension Angelic Master Healer here. I'd like to thank you very much for the wonderful subscribers out there. I appreciate it, which is great and fantastic. I love doing the videos and I'll keep doing the videos. I'd also like to thank the Higher Self channel. It's gratifying to know that I have the love and support through them too. So today I'd like to talk about how you can become your crystallizing body through the matrix. First thing you need to know is that before you go into the matrix, you have to understand its matrix circle. Now the matrix circle is the self-revelation through the 3D mechanism. I know it's complicated, but I'll understand how you will get an idea of what I'm talking about. So first off, you have your crystallizing body. So you look at the inner shell and the outer shell. So the outer shell is the 4 elements, which are fire, earth, wind, and air. Okay. Now that is self-absorbed through an energy force. Okay. And the inner shell is the dense alloy that you contain with its water. Okay. So that's also a protection device. Now we have the water to subsides its surface through the energy core, which is the galactic sun. The galactic sun has its rays as it comes down, but we have heat condensers and water's continuum through its life force, which means that when the sun comes down, its rays are reflecting your skin and its body through vibration. It's connecting through the crystallizing body. So it's an energy field protecting you from getting burned. So that's what it's all about. So about the whole thing with the matrix, tapping into the matrix, going into the matrix. I'm into the matrix now. So you have the crystallizing body, okay? It's all understanding your upgrades and systems. Now, it's very important to know what you have with your body, because the collective from above is giving you information every single day. Upgrading process is data processing, and that goes into your system every single time you run out, the charging mechanism. So you get a better idea every time you're interfacing, communicative answers, communicating with a TV, or a chair, or a table, or a bed, or a mirror, or a picture. Anything like that is through self-perception. Okay? So what happens is when you have the communicative angles, it's like the peripheral, okay? But I call it perception. It's perception in the matrix. Because the matrix is everything line formation. So it's connecting like this. Okay, so what's happening after you have that communication with the shape? It astral projects, and right now it's interfacing with you. So as it's interfacing with you, you follow up if you want to keep talking to it. Find out if it has communicative answers. What does it want? What is it asking? It's intelligence, it's high rising, it's observation. So as it astral projects, you can move it into dimension by using the peripheral, okay, the perception through the eyes, and you can see it's coming at you. It's interfacing with you right now. So right now it's in the matrix. So that's where it comes vocation of electronic grid, which is called the 3D. You know, when it comes at you, things come at you. You know, those glasses that you wear in the theater, everything comes at you. That's what it is. That's what the matrix is. Now, matrix is all based on link formation. Link formation is the modification where you have the understanding how far is it from this point to that point. So how do I go from here to here? And again, everything is through the eye perception, okay? The telegraphing waves through the audio perception. And then you have the voicing grid. The voicing grid is very important because it's called the commutative answer. You're answering through telegraphic waves, commutative waves, energy waves, the wave central. Everything is based on systems. System is, like I said in my last video, where it becomes a relationship and partnership. But on planets, it's called systems. Upgrading systems, modification systems, calibration systems, shape systems, identifying systems, link systems, energy systems, cycle systems. So you get an understanding from the collective. Each time you go to a planet and you're interfacing, it's intelligence. You're going through their matrix, their intelligence, their upgrades. So it's extremely important to know your crystallizing body and the data processing that's happening through the body capacitor. Now the body capacitor, okay, is basically the whole outlike of you, okay? So you have the body capacitor and you have the ecosystem. Now the ecosystem is the center point, okay? The body capacitor is what's inside throughout the body, all right? And anything that's arm formation, it's called panels. Anything that's inside is the alignments. It's circuits. It's energy circuits. And through its modification, you have electricity through the hands. So when you're touching things, that energy cycle goes in through your body and it's self-absorbing through, so you get a better understanding of its system, relationship and partnership. And once you have that partnership, you can communicate with that intelligence. You can communicate with that shape. You can understand what link formation is, modification. Now calibration is like modification, but it's more that, okay, I'm getting more of an understanding of what I have to do now. So you're following up. It's data processing. Now I know it gets a little bit complicated, but I'm just giving you a basic idea when you're going up against planets and intelligence, what is needed through its upgrades. So you have to know your crystallizing body and what it is used for. And when you're in the matrix itself has grids. Now a grid is a ground formation. It's anything that's flat, okay? But my eye perception is all linked through modification. So its eye perception is like this, and it's lines, okay? It's like the Matrix, the movie. Now, it also has particles and all different kinds of elements through space continuum. But when you tap into that matrix circle, not only you are in the matrix, but it's upgrading your systems. Every single time you're interfacing with a planet or going up against shapes or intelligence. And it's fascinating to know that these things are so real. So real. When you're astral projecting, you're taking your crystallizing body out and you become your higher self. So the higher self is now connected through the matrix circle. And what happens with the matrix circle and its higher self, it self-involves through its upgrade system, through the collective. So the higher self is flying around different planets and all that. Now, before it gets to know its systems, it scans the planets to make sure that there's no virus, no technical breaks, no linkage far as its sealments. Sealments are cracks in its surface through the planets. Now, hopefully you're still with me here, because I know I get a little bit high advanced, but I'm just talking on a matrix point of view so you get a better understanding how they communicate on planets and its intelligence. It's gratifying to know that the communitive is giving what you need to know through the matrix circle. It's an amazing feeling. It really is. When you are your higher self, you are so in depth with the matrix. Everything is connected through its calibration, through its modification, through its sensory, through its panels, through its alignments, through its body capacitor, through its ecosystem, through its voicing grid, its audio perception, and its grid formation. So, that's a little bit more about what goes on in the matrix and its circle. But I just want to give you a basic understanding what happens when you become your higher self, and the higher self interfaces with the matrix and its systems. Okay, so thanks again to all you subscribers. You guys are amazing. I'll keep sending out those videos. This is your Unified Ascension Angelic Master Healer calling out. Bye for now.